I guess because Las Vegas, again, it wasn't just gambling. It was built on these mortgage products that have gone bust. So that's put pressure on the operators. They probably still have a lot of people coming in there making their $2 bets on the roll of the dice, but they stopped making money on those people a long time ago. They got involved in the high speculative world of mortgage gambling. And so now that the mortgage gambling market has gone bust, Vegas itself is going bust. And, of course, we had interesting emails, actually, this past week, I must say.
Well, there's also, before you go off gambling, there's a story in the UK about IG Index, which is a giant spread betting firm.
Yeah.
And their shares plummeted by 27% on Friday.
Yeah.
And that's because apparently some high rollers, some long-serving customers of theirs, they basically defaulted on £14 million that they owed IG Index. They placed a losing bet on Royal Bank of Scotland and HBOS.
Mm-hmm.
And apparently they actually didn't have, they were unable to go down to their bank and get money to pay off their failing bet.
Mm-hmm.
So this is another big thing. The favored customers, you have the super casinos for the very poor, with the slot machines.
Yeah.
And now even the very rich are failing, going bust on their their more exclusive slot machines, which are these spread betting companies.
We got an interesting email from someone named Barnet. And we were talking about 350,000 bankers are going to lose their jobs. We suggested that we hook them up with the 300,000 people living in Iceland who lost their country because of the bankers who lost their jobs, right? So he wrote in and said, what do you do with the 350,000 debt-pushing, now unemployed bankers? You could send them to Blackpool, rename it Black Hole, fence it off, quarantine it, then allow the super casino people to go in to administer the new peripheral region of the post-casino consumer gulag world economy. Gambling bankers could become spectacularly rich with fiat currency, but there would only be exponentially inflating spam sausages to spend it on. And now redundant black water could be conscripted to ensure none escape, and any that attempt to are fed through a pasty meat packing machine to keep Max in human meat pasties for as long as he likes. Blackpool/black hole would then truly be dire, and it would stand as an eternal warning to the formerly obese of a return to debt-fueled bubbled economies. Jonathan Ross and other fiat celebrities, Jade Goody, etc., would also be banished to Blackpool and be forced to play variety shows every night to the quarantined, eternally gambling bankers. Max and Stacy can do occasional live satellite links to Black Hole on the Oracle with concerned Oxbridge accented reporters emphasizing the desperate inhumanity of the place. Peaches Geldof could organize the occasional gold bullion fundraising concerts for Black Hole, but the gold raised is never enough to make real Black Hole, fiat currency, etc. That sounds good, doesn't it?
I think it sounds like a good idea. Let's call it Black Hole and throw some bankers in there. I like the idea that it's a tiny closed economy that you force them into, and that they're allowed to get as rich as they want in their own little currency. But right. all they can use to buy it is spam sausages.
Yeah, exactly. I think the man has a good plan, a very good plan.